This video is going to seem like deja vu because I've done this video before. And I'm going to continue to do this video over and over and over again. The reason I do this video is because these are stories that apparently the mainstream media refuses to report. I mean, the mainstream media is repetitive. You watch these news channels and they go through a cycle every 30 minutes, but still somehow they don't talk about these stories. But that said, these stories are pertinent to the upcoming election. Why they don't tell the stories, I don't know. That's why I need to tell the stories. I can do this in my small way. I don't have the impact they have, but the people I do have will know the truth and know the facts and know those things they need to consider with the election coming up in November. First of all, Project 2025. Now all of a sudden some of these mainstream media people are starting to talk about it. Project 2025 is a fascist manifesto. In that document, it's taking away constitutional rights from virtually everybody. Donald Trump touted Project 2025 for the last couple of years. And then when he found that it had some negative reaction, that people were finally finding out what the deal was, he's trying to step away. But there's a problem here. There's plenty of videos where he supported the Heritage Foundation, its director, and Project 2025. And in that 900-page document, Donald Trump's name appears 300 times. So the idea that Donald Trump doesn't support Project 2025, or it isn't all about his administration, is absolutely a lie. That's a big story. That should be shouted from the mountaintops. Mainstream media always kind of tries to balance it out. Maybe more so for Donald Trump than what is true. But the fact is, this is a horrible document. This is an architecture for the next Republican administration. The only saving grace here is there isn't going to be a next Republican administration in the near future. The Democrats are going to win. And part of the reason they're going to win is people are learning about Project 2025, know Donald Trump is tied to it, and know if he gets elected, that's where the problems start. The next story I want to bring up is this whole Jeffrey Epstein document situation. They're talking about this a little bit more, but not enough. This is a huge story when you look at the whole picture. Some documents come out that suggest that Donald Trump, in fact, did know and was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, made appointments to get massages with one of the most prolific pedophiles in the history of this country. That's damning enough. But what about corroborating evidence? Donald Trump confessed to sexually assaulting women in the Access Hollywood tape. Donald Trump has been accused by 26 women of sexual assault. Donald Trump was found liable for sexual assault in the E. Jean Carroll case. And of course, we've got the Katie Johnson story, the lawsuit where he was a co-defendant with Jeffrey Epstein, and it involved the rape of a 13-year-old girl. You put all these stories end to end, you got to think where there's smoke, there's motherfucking fire. These two situations, coupled with the fact that he says he's responsible for Roe v. Wade, how does a motherfucker like that win? Well, he can't. Especially if we know about it. Now, the mainstream media may not give a shit, but I give a shit, and I know you give a shit. So I tell you, you tell everybody else, and we start this groundswell of the truth about Donald Trump, the Republicans, the Heritage Foundation.